You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show. Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Jonathan Jackson, and my guest on the show this week is Deputy Chief Curt Lawson with West Bloomfield's own police department, and he's also the chairman for West Bloomfield's Youth Assistance. Curt, thank you for joining me today.
Glad to be here.
It's always a pleasure to have you, and we've seen you many times at Civic Center TV, but glad to have you on The Splash now.
Well, thanks for the invite.
Now, Curt, can you tell us a little bit about what you do over the police department? You're the deputy chief, but
I am.
How did you get involved with that?
Well, I was appointed to deputy chief in 2015, and I've been with the department for 21 years, and it's been 21 great years, and I've had the opportunity to do many things throughout the police department, whether it's been undercover or being a detective or just being a road officer out there one-on-one with the public. I've enjoyed each and every step, and I've worked my way up, and 21 years later, the chief of police appointed me, like I said, back in 2015 to deputy chief.
Awesome. And when you, what inspired you to become a police officer? What was that motivation behind it?
Well, I've wanted to be a police officer since I was very little, probably 8 years old, and I always thought I'd be in the FBI. But once I got to West Bloomfield, I was here a couple of years, I just kind of fell in love with the community. And I think like 99.9% of people that get into law enforcement, we do it because we want to help people. We want to do just a little something for the community, try to make an improvement, and this is a great community to do that in, and I've been here ever since.
That's wonderful, yeah. And what's a day-to-day for you as deputy chief? What are some of your tasks that you go through?
Well, every day is different. That's what's great about law enforcement, right? You never know what's going to happen, but there's really three main focuses that I work on as deputy chief. The first one is I see the oversight of the police department, the day-to-day operations. Okay. We have the administration, the patrol division, the investigations division. And we have very competent lieutenants that oversee all of that. But there comes time when they have questions or they need a decision made at a higher level, and that's when they come to me. So I enjoy doing that. I enjoy making decisions. I spend a great deal of time going out within the police department and talking to our people to see, what are their thoughts, what are their ideas, how's everything going. I want to make sure their needs are met, that we give them the proper equipment, the proper training. I love just the one-on-one. And really, we get so much in return. This communication back and forth between the upper management and our employees just make us very successful.
Wonderful.
And then the third thing that I really love doing is getting out into the community. And it's so important that we have a good relationship with the community. And we're fortunate that we do in West Bloomfield, because when you have the police here and the community here, and they're not like this, then we're not going to be successful. And I think that we have a great cohesive relationship in West Bloomfield, and I love being part of it.
You do, really. I mean, truly, the community is such a big part of what you guys do with the police department, and you yourself are involved with West Bloomfield's Youth Assistance, and that organization also has a big part here in West Bloomfield. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do there?
Sure. About 4 years ago, Trustee Rosenberg asked me to be part of Youth Assistance, and at the time I wasn't sure what that involved or even what Youth Assistance was on a large scale or big picture. And I spent the first 6 to 8 months just sitting around the director's table with all these amazing volunteers and just kind of listening to them. And I was blown away about their commitment to families and kids within our community. And my role has grown over the 4 years, and I'm now the chairman of Youth Assistance. And I just say that they do such great things for the community, whether it's their mentoring, their family services, youth awards, and this new program they have, Parenting on the Go, which is amazing because we thought, what's a great way to get great information to parents to help them with their kids in the community. Mm-hmm. So we came up with these 4 to 5 minute videos put on by local experts where moms and dads can go to these webinars, take a look at it at their convenience, and it's been a huge hit in the community.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I love being a part of it. Civic Center TV's.
And thank you very much for being a part of it.
Hey, it's not a problem. Parenting on the Go is such a great program, and like you said, so many great experts and local leaders here in the community who we get to talk to and really hear their thoughts. And like you said, it's short webinars, but they're very informative, and that's what makes them great.
And like you said, we have so many resources right here in the community, and we want to use them. We want to get that information out to the parents where they can really use it.
Now, one other thing, though, that you're very heavily involved in is the Police Foundation, correct?
Right.
And what do you do there, and what is it about, too?
The West Bloomfield Police Foundation was founded in 1993, And the original intent of the Police Foundation was really just to help the police community. It was to raise money if something very bad happened to one of our officers, if they were sick, injured, or killed. We wanted to be there for them and their family. And we have been there, and we've been very successful. But in the last few years, we wanted to reach out and not only help our own community at the police department, but we wanted to help the greater West Bloomfield community. And we have raised a great deal of money. We've had amazing community support. We've been able to push out over $180,000 in the last 6 years to not only our own people, but people within the community here in West Bloomfield. So it's been a huge success, and we appreciate the community's support for the Police Foundation.
It's so good that you mentioned, supporting our officers, because oftentimes they're out there supporting us. They're keeping us safe. They're doing their best to protect all of us. But giving back and helping those, our protectors, our partners and our protectors.
Exactly.
We like to say, But Police Foundation's great. And what is your role there, by the way, though?
I've been president for about the last 5 years.
Oh, okay.
But really, it's just a title. I'm not running the entire thing. It's a group effort. It's a team effort. I've got a great team of 12 individuals that really come together and make great things happen.
Well, that's great, Curt. I really am glad to hear that, and I'm glad to see that you're so heavily involved, not just in the police department, but also in West Bloomfield's community.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Well, once again, Deputy Chief Curt Lawson with the West Bloomfield Police Department. If you see him out in the community, don't be afraid to say hi or, give him a greeting. He's a great guy, as you guys can see. And feel free to thank or acknowledge our other police officers within our area. I'm sure they'd be glad to hear from you all as well. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99. Or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.